We're the Malta Eurovision Song Contest 2026, and with us is a young gentleman we have been speaking to for many, many times. It's Stefan Galea, and he sings the song Pose. Hello, Stefan.
Hi.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as always. Deja vu moment.
Deja vu moment. I remember having talked to you when it was the Junior Eurovision Song Contest.
Yes. My God.
Yeah,
such a long time. I've been around now a little bit.
Yeah.
It's more grown up now this time. So.
Yeah. So what does it for you to come back to the competition each and every year?
Well, I mean, this is the biggest national show, the biggest national platform that we have. I mean, I've been releasing music, especially this last year, beyond the show as well. But it literally boiled down to the song, and I felt last year the feedback was so great, even though it wasn't the result that we were fighting for, but the feedback from the public was absolutely fantastic, that it pushed me to go for it again and to hopefully do it with something that I feel is stronger and a lot more closer to my heart.
The song this time is called Pose, so who was part of the songwriting creation?
So, I co-wrote the song in the Netherlands with Inki Dinjanen and Chia Omar and Owen Vos. They're called Midfall Music, basically. They go by that name. They currently have quite a few songs in some national finals at the moment. They have one song by Luzak, if I'm not mistaken, in Luxembourg. And they have a song by Ananda in Croatia, Andorra. So yes, it was a very, very good team. That session, I have to admit, was absolutely special.
So how did the collaboration come up? How did you meet them?
So thanks to the power of our national selection, I had the opportunity to sign my first publishing deal in Germany and the Netherlands, Atrio Music Group and Guesstimate as well. I think it's the same company behind Marco Bosniak's Poison Cake. And basically, things started falling into place. I flew to the Netherlands. They set me up in some sessions with these writers and this producer because they felt their vibe very much so matched my own sound and my own style. And that's how the creative process started.
And the Eurovision slogan is called United by Music.
It is United by Music.
So that's how it all came out. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
It's United by Music, and I hope it will remain United by Music.
What type of song is Pose? What it is all about and what's the message?
So, Pose, essentially, I mean, many people are associating with Pose, with Vogue, with the Madonna kind of sound, but basically the meaning and the message is a lot more deeper. It's personal. In the past, before I started coming out of my shell as an artist, I used to feel very much so restricted. Kind of like the creativity I had inside, I was scared of showing it off because I was always worried about what people thought, I was worried about opinions, a lot of noise practically. And that is why I decided to write the song to show that, listen, you cannot place me in a box. I'm going to be who I want to be artistically on stage, whether you like it or not. Mariana served as a little bit of an inspiration for this, because even though she was getting a lot of waves being thrown at her, she still fought against those waves and still remained herself fully, whether you liked it or not, whether you embraced the whole act or not. But she was fully her.
You need to create this wall, kind of, not a wall, how can I say...
and it's more fun to be yourself, isn't it?
To be strong, that's what I mean. To just let it.
It's a lot more fun to be yourself at the end of the day. So
exactly. You did Lab Lab in 2025.
Just literally 11 months ago
11
now.
Months ago, exactly. How did that song do actually in the charts here?
I mean, it was in the iTunes charts. It was in the top 30 iTunes charts. So that was absolutely fantastic. Yeah. I know it did get a lot of radio airplay. It was a very popular song, even in terms of the streams. I was, till this very day, I think it is my most streamed song to date on Spotify. Wow. So that's fantastic.
Which of the songs you have done in this Malta National Final is your favorite? This one, yeah, definitely.
Hands down. Last year, I remember coming out of the show after the feedback. I was like, all right, I think I'm going to come back. I wasn't 100% set on it because genuinely I was like, how are we going to write something that's going to be stronger than Lab Lab? Because it did generate a bit of a response. And it just happened.
Well, you did also X Factor in Malta.
Yes.
What is more
many
thrilling?
Years ago.
What is more thrilling, doing X Factor or doing the Malta Eurovision?
Both of them have a thrill because they are both high stamina shows. So I think they're very much on the same wavelength.
And there's another one.
But X Factor, obviously, you are a lot more vulnerable. You're in a more vulnerable position because obviously you are being judged by professionals.
Yeah. And Musica, is that something on the planning for you in the future?
Who knows? We will see. I mean, my plan at the moment is to write music, not just for myself, but even for others. If there is a song which I could potentially work out. I mean, there are some Maltese fans who have been pushing me to do music in Maltese. There is a press member here who is obsessed with Maltese music, and he's been pushing me to do it. So you never know, never say never.
So that could be the break from you from the Malta Eurovision to go for Musica
yes,
next year.
I think if I didn't enter Malta Eurovision as a solo artist, I think I would still be around by trying to write for other artists and being involved in the creative process, because that is something I also love. I mean, my co-writer last year, Matt Black, did the same thing, and we worked really brilliantly together. This year he is competing. Obviously, there's still that same level of camaraderie. We're rooting for each other. He heard my song as well way in advance. I heard his before he submitted it. So we're really genuinely connected.
Eurovision last year, it was here in Malta, the national final with Mirjana singing Kant or serving. And did you watch the international Eurovision, the big Eurovision Song Contest?
Yes,
what were your finals? Your favorites?
My favorites last year. So I liked the French act last year. There was the Swiss one, Zoe. Who else did I like? Honestly, the irony is that I tend, even though I tend to do a lot of pop music, I tend to lean then towards the emotional ballads. It's very strange.
But you don't sing ballads yourself in a way.
No, I don't.
Would you take that up in the future?
Definitely. I mean, if there is a melody that I feel can work for me vocally and that I can pull off, why not?
Wow.
I mean, but if you had to ask me in terms of Eurovision, I mean, I like, in a song, I feel it needs to have a little bit of everything, and I feel that is what Eurovision is all about. So
to let it all out, to go on the stage.
To let it all out and to keep on giving moments.
Super. Stefan, it's great to see you as always at the Malta Eurovision Song Contest or even beyond.
Thank you.
Post the song in the national final. What position would you like to have in the running order?
So, to be fair, in the running order, the last few years, I've always performed towards the end. So maybe somewhere in between, we'll see.
Okay.
We will see.
Let's see what's being done there. All the best of luck. You got the family here to support and us too. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much immensely. Okay. Thank you. Bye, everyone.